Alright, welcome back to McCaffrey Farms, here for another video. Today, we're not going to be doing anything real big. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm going through with our chisel plow here, and I'm working on filling in some ruts from our wheat harvest. What I'm doing is, at wheat harvest, mind the camera, it's going to get bouncy and rough, but what I'm doing is I'm filling in all the combine tracks from our wheat harvest because last harvest it was pretty wet. We had a lot of lagoons, and just trying to go around them, we always were leaving a bunch of tracks. And what I'm doing is I'm going through over them once with the chisel plow just to kind of rough them up and get them worked a little bit. And then here in a little bit between now and when we actually plant the wheat stubble to milo, we are going to get our neighbor's disc and come back over them, just because the areas that we weren't quite able to get all the wheat, it's still really thick with wheat, and we wouldn't be able to get any good contact or seed in there. So as you can see right now, just kind of breaking everything up the first time so that way when we bring the disc in over it, it can chop it up a lot better and leave it smoother. That way when we do plant it, we can have a lot smoother surface to plant on. And then also we'll have to go in and spray pre-emergence on all this, on all the milo, and then also we do a burn down to get some of the volunteer wheat and other weeds that are kind of starting to come up. So that's what I'm doing now, just doing one pass over it all, and then later come back with the disc and smooth it out better. So right now, this is the second field that I'm on that I'm having to do this to. The first field was another strip on the same section, but this one is by far way worse. It had a lot more lagoons, a lot more wet spots. So there's probably good 4 or 5 areas that are gonna have quite a few tracks in them. But anyways, I had that first field and I'm working on this one. Then we still have another 100-acre fields north a little ways that gonna have to go do the same things with. But this is something we're doing afterwards. By the time this video gets out, all the chiseling will be done, including going over the ruts. This should just be kind of the one-day type of thing, but we'll see how that goes. At the time right now, we have one more 50-acre field to actually chisel, but I'll do that as I get done with this. But like I said, we're nearing the end of the chisel plowing. Got pretty much all the fields that we need to get chiseled done, and afterwards, hopefully tomorrow or Monday, we'll be hooking up to our field cultivator, or digger as some people call it. But we're planning on planting some oats on a couple fields that we originally wanted to plant them to milo, but they're pretty bare, and we want to get a crop in there in case wind comes up, it won't start blowing. But hopefully we can do that in the next few days, and then shortly after be able to get those planted. But as of right now, what we're doing for today's video is just going over all the ruts. See, here's the spot I just went over, and those are some of the tracks. Believe it or not, these ones are kind of medium depth, still a little rough, but we've got plenty more deeper ones to go through. And the first field, it didn't have too many, but this one, like I said, it's a lot rougher. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch all along here, then there's more over on that side, and then we still have another 2 or 3 lagoons over on that side that I'm gonna have to go tackle real quick. But like I said, we'll get to this and try and get some different shots of it, some different video, and that way put a good video together. But mind the camera work, it's gonna get pretty rough because a lot of these tracks get very, very deep, so probably won't be the best video but I'll try to do the best I can. Alright, I got that second lagoon here in this field done. Now I'm just kind of going through the field to where I know there's some other wet spots that we had. Just kind of driving through the field, checking to make sure I get them all. Like I said, if I miss one or two here and there, it won't be a big deal. We're going to be coming back through here in a week or two with a disc, and then we're going to go over them all one more time to really smooth them out and get them ready for planting milo. Looks like there might be one over here. Like I said, I don't know. That's why I'm driving around to make sure I get them all. But I know there's at least one more clear on the far west side of this field. So I'm gonna, once I check this spot, I'm gonna go over there, knock those last few ones out. But anyways, while I do this, I'm gonna put on a time lapse for you guys that I took of filling in the ruts. So here you go. Alright, I got that second lagoon here in this field done. Now I'm just kind of going through the field to where I know there's some other wet spots that we had. Just kind of driving through the field, checking to make sure I get them all. Like I said, if I miss one or two here and there, it won't be a big deal. We're going to be coming back through here in a week or two with a disc, and then we're going to go over them all one more time to really smooth them out and get them ready for planting milo. Looks like there might be one over here. Like I said, I don't know. That's why I'm driving around to make sure I get them all. But I know there's at least one more clear on the far west side of this field. So I'm gonna, once I check this spot, I'm gonna go over there, knock those last few ones out. But anyways, while I do this, I'm gonna put on a time lapse for you guys that I took of filling in the ruts. So here you go. Well, now that spot didn't have any, so there's one last spot here where it looks like it's pretty wet here at harvest. So I'm gonna drive around in a couple spots here, make sure I don't leave any behind. Looks like there's some right in there, so we're gonna have to get those. These ones aren't too bad. I don't think this spot was quite as wet. Like I said, you can just barely see them. So I'm thinking that's gonna be all for this area. But anyways, we'll go ahead and get these knocked out, go over them real quick, and then like after this, I do still have one more field that we need to actually fully chisel. So we'll go do that. That's our last. I believe Dad said it's about 56 acres. I'm not real sure. It's around there, 50 to 56. So once I get these last few spots knocked out, I'm gonna fold up and head over there. I won't include any of that in this video since the previous video is already about the spring tillage we did and the chiseling. So if you want to learn, or you want to watch that, feel free to go ahead. But anyways, this will probably be about all I do for this video. Gonna be a pretty short video, not a whole lot to do, but I hope you enjoy it. And if you did enjoy the video, remember to like it and be sure to hit the subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed to my channel. Also, be sure to hit the bell icon down there below the video. That'll remind you whenever I post a new video, so then you can always come back and watch more. And also, if you like what you see, also make sure to follow me on Instagram at McCaffrey_farms. That's all going to be lowercase. I'll have the right name in the description. But also, thank you for watching. Be sure to come back for more if you like what you see. And remember, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you.